I think one of the good things about next year, we're hopeful that with the fall in the price of oil, that should result in lower airfares, which will help Aruba a lot, because recently we've been seeing some pretty expensive airfares. So hopefully that will help. I think overall we've got some challenges in the cruise sector as well. There's been some changes in the number of ships that are coming in and the type of ships, and we know that we have to address that. But I think all in all, there's things are looking optimistic. That the product is looking good, but it can always be better, and the quality of service is good, but it can always be better. And you just got to be conscious of just how competitive it is. That people don't have to come to Aruba; they choose to come to Aruba, and so consequently, you have to be on the top of your game all the time to make sure that you deliver the best experience at the best value for money, so they're going to go home and recommend to their friends that Aruba is the place to visit. I think our overall approach would be that what we want to see is a higher yielding visitor, that we get more from each visitor who comes in. We understand the need to continue to grow the economy, and we certainly understand the need for development in San Nicolas, which is the big project that you're talking about, the Bahia Principe. We also understand the vision of the government to improve downtown, and which is one of the small hotels that you spoke about, the one in the middle of Oranjestad. With respect to the Bushiri, clearly something has to be done about that particular site. Whether it becomes a hotel or whether it becomes a public park, I think the general preference would be that it would become a public park and a new beach area. Yeah. I think that would be very beneficial for the community. The Tierra del Sol situation is very specific to that particular property, which is their business plan calls for some kind of a very high quality 5-star property to basically complement what is there already. So we understand that, but as you say, it's not a big property. Our concern is more with the development of condominiums right across the island, because what is happening is that many of those condos are used for part of the time by the owner, and the rest of the time they're turned back into a rental pool and made available to visitors. And so this is expanding the inventory quite significantly, and it's becoming something of a challenge for some of the hotels to cope with the fact that there's this increase in the number of rooms that are becoming available. The other issue, of course, is related to staffing. That typically each hotel will employ at least one person per room, but when you factor in all of the supporting services that the visitor requires, whether it's shops or taxis or restaurants or attractions and so on and so forth, you can be talking about as many as 5 people per room in total. And the question is, well, where are all these people going to come from? And that is a challenge that at the moment the hotels are faced often with challenges in finding staff that are really committed to the industry, because it's a demanding industry, and you have to love what you do and have a passion, and sometimes it's a challenge to be able to get all of the staff that you need. And so consequently there are some questions about matching the number of rooms to be developed with the ability to be able to find the staff to be able to provide the service that's required.